Well, as we all take time to honor and celebrate our moms this Mother's Day, there are 3 women who only want one thing this holiday. They want their children back. They're the mothers of 3 hikers that have been held in Iran for nearly 10 months now. Josh Fatal, Shane Bauer, and Sarah Shord were arrested while they were hiking in Iraq along the Iranian border last July. Their families' efforts to see them, even speak to them, they have hit obstacle after obstacle. And 2 of the mothers are joining me now live from Minneapolis. Shane Bauer's mother, Cindy Hickey, and Sarah Shord's mom, Nora. Ladies, happy Mother's Day. I know how much happier it would be if you had your kids with you. Cindy, tell me how the efforts are going to at least get a visa to go see your kids or speak to them.
Well, we applied for visas back on January 6th, and still today we're waiting for word that our visas have been granted. We have had word 2 to 3 times that our visas have been granted. However, we have not been able to see those in our hands. Our hopes get dashed when we're told that it's not time yet. It's very important to us to get there and see our children and instill in them that we're doing everything we possibly can.
We can only imagine, Nora, because you have heard reports that the health of the kids, and they're adults, but they're still your kids, is not all that well. And I know, Nora, some senators in the U.S., the Swiss authorities, some have tried to come to your help. You've even appealed to President Ahmadinejad, but no luck, no response. Yet they haven't been charged, and they haven't been allowed to have legal counsel. Why do you think that is? What grounds do you, or are you being told they have to actually keep your children?
You know, at this point, we know that the Iranians don't have any grounds to hold these kids. They know who they are. They've known from the very beginning, actually, who they are. So we're asking them to step aside from the politics and stop, using our kids in this kind of game that they have. There's no reason to hold them this long. It's been almost 10 months now. They have not been interrogated for 6 months, and we know they're just holding them.
Cindy, what do you know about what their life is like there?
We know very little. They've had 3 consular visits with the Swiss. The lawyer has not been allowed to see them, so we don't get a whole lot of word on how they are. We do know that Josh and Shane are together. Sarah, however, is being held in her cell by herself. I can't imagine that their days are anything but filled with worry and wonder. Shane made it real clear to me on our 1-minute phone call that he has no idea where his case is, and they're feeling very frustrated that they have no power in the movement of their case. The fact that they're considering a hunger strike is very concerning to us.
Absolutely. As mothers, and as a mother, I can't imagine even learning that they would be considering that. Nora, a lot of people asked initially why they were there in the first place, doing this hiking so close to the border. It almost seems irrelevant now because of the situation they've been in for so long. But do you want to say anything about that? And what plea would you want to make perhaps to the Iranian people, since the government there has really ignored all your requests?
It is irrelevant at this point. If they did accidentally cross the border, Iran has had plenty of time to figure this out, okay? And, we appealed to them in a compassionate way to let them go. But more than that, I think that any mother in the world, any Iranian mother, any mother, can understand our pain, especially on this day. It's been such a long time since we've seen these kids. It's very painful to have them away from us for such a long time and not be able to see them, hear their voices, get letters from them, anything. This is inhumane. It's way past any time that it should have been resolved. It's time to let these kids go.
Cindy, is there anything the American people can do to help, or even people around the world?
We have our website, www.freethehikers.org. We ask people to go to the website. It's filled with things that we've done and things that we're asking other people to do. So just building awareness. We've had great support all over the world, and we very much appreciate that, but we're continuing to ask for people to sign petitions, people to write letters, and especially letters to Shane, Sarah, and Josh. There's an area section on there where they can send letters to Shane, Sarah, and Josh via a P.O. box. And Shane, all three of them have said that the letters are keeping them going. So it's very important to us to have those letters to send to them. Well, and there's many things that are documented on the website.
I know a lot of people will do that. Our viewers care very much, and our hearts and prayers are with both of you and with Josh's mom as well. And I hope that we'll soon be talking with your children home. Thank you so much for sharing your story. I know it's not a happy Mother's Day, but I hope there will be next year and in the future.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Eric?
Yeah, certainly so. Well, they've